Hello and welcome back to more International Journeyman, and last time out we won the Gold Cup, our second major tournament win, beating Jamaica 5-1 in the final. It was a great time, the players had a great time, the fans had a great time, I had a great time, and I'm hungry for more success. I did think about moving on as we have won this region's major tournament, but there weren't many other opportunities available and I figured we could stay a bit longer and clean up some more competitions. And there's a lot of random competitions here in North America. We've got the North American Nations League to finish off. A 5-0 win against Trinidad and Tobago since last time has left us top of the group there. Plus we've got the Confederations Cup playoff and the Olympic Qualification tournament with the under-23s. A busy time for us all. So it's the Confederations Cup playoff that we start with. Because the Gold Cup is every 2 years, they have to have a fight to the death between the two most recent winners for the glory of probably not winning the Confederations Cup. Which means it's a repeat of the Gold Cup final as we play a Jamaica out for revenge. No changes to the winning team here. I mean, they literally just beat them 5-1 a few weeks ago. There's no way they can possibly have made up that much of a margin since then, even with Leon Bailey back this time. Nothing happens in the first half as Jamaica keep us at bay, until just before half time when Eric Gutierrez pops up to give us the lead with a little bit of a dinked finish. It's only ever really gone our way with Mexico, but our luck has to run out eventually, and finally, early in the second half, something goes wrong. Jamaica have a deep free kick, and Wes Harding plays the ball up to former Wigan man Devante Cole to slot home from a narrow angle, 1-1. We don't look at the races at all and continue to ride our luck, while at the other end, Andre Blake is having a Leviashian experience. We push forward in search of a winner, but it's not to be, and we go to extra time. And it gets extra hard as substitute wonder kid Jose Luis Munoz gets himself a red card. Bit of inexperience there from the young man and it could cost us. Nothing happens though and we have to go to penalties. Also Jamaica have Scott Sinclair playing for them now, which is just slightly odd. Jimenez scores first, then Scott Sinclair equalises, before Layun makes it 2-1. And then goalscorer Devante Cole misses for Jamaica. Lozano makes it 3-1. Everyone else scores, which means Cesar Montes has the chance to seal it for us, and he does. Not exactly convincing, but it's a win and another trophy. My favourite kind as well, a completely random competition you didn't know existed. And it's straight to the Olympic Qualification tournament. We already qualified for the last Olympics with New Zealand, but we never actually took charge with them, so it's a good chance to do it again. And Mexico are a side with pedigree here. I mean, they won the gold medal back in London 2012. The problem is though that, well, our players don't exist. I picked the few regens that we had available, including the promising looking Kevin Huerta and Jose Luis Munoz, but the rest of them are all greyed out players filled in by the computer. I mean, I suppose this is the downside of running this game on a terrible, terrible laptop. Anyway, things seem to be going quite well as we beat Trinidad and Tobago once again in the first group game, 2-0 this time, with Herrera scoring a goal despite not actually existing. We follow this up with a 4-0 win over Panama, double the success, and 2 assists from Huerta in this one, and at this point even the Canadians can't stop us. Huerta scores from the spot to give us a 1-0 win. We qualify for the semi-finals with a 100% record. Costa Rica are going to be our opponents in this match, and it's going to be pretty difficult because they actually do have a team of mostly regens. It's a pretty uneventful match though, and we do have a few chances, but Costa Rica hold firm and we head to extra time once again. We still can't break the deadlock, so it's the second penalty shootout of the episode. They score first, then Huerta misses, not great, but then we keep on scoring and in goal Santana saves 3 penalties for us to give us the win. I mean, that was just amazing, a star is born from the young lad in goal there. So it's the USA in the final, which will be played simultaneously with the senior side's final North American Nations League match against Panama. A classic piece of FM nonsense as I magically jump between countries in seconds. It's the Olympic qualification final first though. We dominate the first half, coming forward with wave after wave of attacks, but no breakthrough. This pattern continues into the second half before Jose Luis Munoz, the man traditionally in the senior side, burst through the USA defence before smashing past Nico Hansen to give us the lead. And soon after it's 2-0, Salas tapping in after some unfortunate goalkeeping from Hansen. The USA do pull a goal back through Florian Balogun, but it's only a consolation. We hold out to win the second tournament of the episode and the second competition that's sort of not really a thing. Meanwhile, the senior side crushed Panama 3-0 as I somehow split myself into two to win the Nations League group with a perfect card. And that's exactly what I like to see, the little trophy symbol, more silverware in the cabinet. I could get used to this.